Hey, church family. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe and warm. I hope this is just a really fun snow day for us. And as you can tell, I'm kind of speaking in the future because I'm recording this before any snows hit the ground. And so I hope this is not the worst case scenario. I hope this is a snow event that our families and kids are going to look back on and have a ton of fun thinking about all the snowballs they hit people with and the sled rides they took. And regardless of if it's best case or worst case, what I wanted to do was just be able to encourage us a little bit from God's Word. We're going to pause Nehemiah, pick that up this next coming week. But I've been thinking a lot about our first week of 21 days of prayer and fasting. Our theme was a heart for God, a hunger for God. And if I'm honest, I found myself all week thinking, this doesn't need to be something I'm praying about and thinking about 1 week a year. This really needs to be something that I am praying about and thinking about every day. I think it's easier for us because it's more tangible to think about, God, help me love people like you love me. God, help me to have a heart for your community, the people you want us to reach. I think that's easier for us because it's more tangible to us. But I think that it's just as important, probably more important, for us to be the kind of people who are desiring and hungry for more of God, to know more about who He is, to know more about what He's like, His heart for us, His love, all of those kinds of things. And so even though we've moved into week 2 and we're about to turn the corner into week 3, I've been thinking a lot about what it looks like to hunger for God. And there's been 2 verses that have been on my mind as it relates to this. Both come from Jesus' most famous sermon, the Sermon on the Mount. They're both in Matthew 5. They're Matthew 5:6 and Matthew 5:8. Matthew 5:6 says this, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied." And then Matthew 5:8 says, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God." And I want you to see the connection there. What Jesus is saying is those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, right? That's really hungering for the things of God, the good things, who He is, what He's about. Those who hunger for that, they're going to be satisfied. So when you and I have a hunger for God and for the things of God, that's a hunger that He is going to quench. He is going to fill. But I also want you to see the connection to verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart. Let me tell you, if you hunger and thirst for righteousness, it is going to purify your heart. Your heart is going to become more like Him. You will be pure in heart. And it says, for they shall see God. And I think this is such an interesting idea that if we are the type of people who hunger for God, for hunger for the things of God, that God does something in us. It transforms us. It not only satisfies us, but it transforms us. And not only are we more like God, what God says is that we shall see God. Meaning we will see Him more clearly. We'll see Him more quickly at work. And so, church, what I want to encourage us with is, what if we were the kind of people who always were not only hungry for God, but we were trying to cultivate hunger for God? Because here's what I've learned. There are moments when we are really, really hungry for God. And typically, those are the moments when life is most difficult. When your need for Him is exposed. It's easy to be hungry for God. And listen, that's good and that's right and that's how we should respond. But church, what if we were the kind of people who, whether things were good or whether things were bad, or maybe they're just very mediocre, very average, we were the type of people who hungered and thirsted for God. That we desired to grow in our knowledge and understanding of who He is and how He's at work in the world. I'm telling you, church, that kind of striving is going to not only change you, but it's going to change how you view the world, how you view people. It's going to change how you treat people. Because listen. You can't see God clearly and not follow Him more closely. The clearer you see Him, the better picture you have of who He is, the more you're going to be like him. And so let's be the kind of people who humbly and hungrily search for more of God. And here's the good news. He tells us that if we seek him with our whole heart, we will find him. We'll find him, church. Let's be hungry for God. Let's cultivate that hunger. Love you. Praying for you guys.